Ta-da! Merry Christmas, everybody on YouTube. It's me, John Avenger, once again. I've finally been rejuvenated. I've taken a long break from my rants that I did a couple weeks ago. I feel great. It's Christmas Eve. I want to share one last video before Christmas Day. I know I was said I would come back after Christmas, but hey, better now than waiting until tomorrow. That may not come. So to for this festive occasion, I wanted to review a non-traditional Christmas movie that came out last year. My friend saw this. It was one of his favorite movies of 2016. I recently saw it like yesterday, and it's really funny. I'm glad I got this on Black Friday. Why Him? With James Franco, Bryan Cranston, and Zoe Dosh. Oh, I'll get to her in a bit. From the director of I Love You Man. Absolutely hilarious. I laughed with this movie. Yeah, there's I have some problems, but it's not with the casting, that's for sure, mostly. And but it's a really funny movie. Like I did not expect this to be good. I was like, if this is anything like Fembusters, I'm gonna just shut it off. And I'm like, please don't let this just be a bunch of curse words and bad fart jokes and thing. There is some toilet humor in it, but it's not very long. But the film is funny. Like I really drew was drawn to this. It's kind of like James Franco is basically a guy with tattoos and he has a rich house. It's like a huge penthouse up in like the mountains or what have you. And he has like a whatchamacallit. He has people testing video games in his house. He has a huge living room and a bunch of like technology that's kind of interesting. There's some good ideas in the movie. He has a Siri, but it's a voice. It's a voice of the girl from the Big Bang Theory, Kaylee Kiyoko. She does the voice, and she pretty much like scans the whole house, and it's pretty cool. It's got some good ideas. A lot of comedies don't have a lot of good ideas. It just goes straight for the gross out and raunchy humor, and it doesn't work. Here, there's actually some good ideas. The casting, really well done. James Franco eats this part up. He's great. He's like a mix of Deadpool's, crass humor, and curses like a sailor. And a little bit of Bad Santa, just he's not as mean-spirited. Like, he's not an asshole, so I will give him that. And Bryan Cranston, the guy can act. He's a very good dramatic actor. He shows his comedic chops here. There's some scenes where he's like, fuck off! And I'm like, okay, that was kind of funny. And then at the end, where he's, him and Franco are bonding, I buy it. He's a really great actor. He's one of the few actors in Godzilla 2014 that was, really, a performance you remember. Even though I don't hate that movie, but anyway, Megan Mullally plays his wife. She's all right. I mean, she's not hilarious. She's basically the Rose Byrne character from Neighbors. She's just the token wife. That's all she plays, but she does it all. She's all right. Cedric the Entertainer's in the film. He's pretty good. You have Keegan. This guy was fun. Keegan Michael Key. He plays Gustav. He's really funny in the movie. I thought his accent didn't bother me. He has a lot of energy. There's a lot of scenes where he's like jumping James Franco in the grass, and it's not gay. It's just like he wants Franco to be prepared. It's basically fight training. Hey, hobo with a stick. That's real training. That's real training. This is not a rant on Last Jedi, but real training is not in your mind. It's physical as well. Just remember that. But anyway, I like his character. He was a lot of fun. He's from Key and Peele, so I liked him in the film. And the lead girl, absolutely adorable. Zoe Dosh, or Douche, whatever her name is, Dutch, she is absolutely beautiful. I love her blonde hair. She has a sweet little face. She has a petite body. She actually looks like a woman. Hintity hint hint. She has a really good chemistry with James Franco, even though he's way older than her. But it didn't bother me. Like in Beauty and the Beast, Dan Stevens looked like 20 years older than Emma Watson, and it took me out of it a bit. But here, it works. They're both young people, and they have a nice spark. It's not like at least he doesn't abuse her like the Joker does in Suicide Squad to freaking Harley Quinn. It's not that relationship. This is much more steady. I got the message of the movie. Don't judge a book by its cover. The tats and James Franco's cursing up like a sailor, and him bonding with his son, like doing like these handshakes and whatever, and him and Gustav's training and all that. It's out there, but I get it. And it's not a movie that's mean spirited. I like that. Now I do have some problems with the film. The film is a little bit too long. Like, I know some, oh, but you've seen Marvel movies, they're funny and they're over 2 hours. That's different. That has a lot of action sequences. This is just a straight up comedy during Christmas because they go to his house for the Christmas vacation. And then at the end, at Christmas Day, they go to her house. So it is a Christmas movie. It counts. But the movie's too long. 111 minutes, it could have been 10 minutes shorter. Like, there are scenes in the movie that I think go on for way too long. Like, it doesn't hurt the film that much. It's just, it's skippable. There's a scene where Megan Mullally is high because she goes into the bathroom and there's like some marijuana vapors or whatever in the bathroom. And she's like all over Bryan Cranston. I didn't find that scene funny. There's some scenes in the toilet that are just like, you could have cut that out. There's some subplots that go nowhere. There's also a scene in the beginning which I did not like. It's a scene basically Zoe Dosh after she talks to James Franco on Skype or FaceTime, whatever. That's fine. But then there's a really awkward scene where it's Bryan Cranston's birthday and they're celebrating it and they're saying, hey, what all of his accomplishments. And then there's a scene of James Franco's character pulls down his pants and he's shaking his ass. I'm like, yeah, I didn't need to see man ass in this movie. That's the only nudity in the film, and it was really forced. I was like, I know it's not James Franco's ass, but I don't want to see man ass in a comedy. It's not funny. It's gross. It's like he's like twerking in front of the camera. I'm like, that's the only thing in the film that you easily could have been a deleted scene. I mean, I know it's R. That is a good thing because it's not PG-13, and they go way, they push the envelope way far than in a PG-13, but that's not needed. You don't need man ass in a freaking comedy. I didn't need that in The Hangover either because it's just not funny. Oh, a man's butt, ha ha ha. No, there's some gross out humor that made me laugh, like that moose that's covered in piss that it breaks and James Franco is like drowning in it, and then it breaks, and then the moose falls on top of Bryan Cranston's son, and then his nuts go in his face. That kind of made me laugh. I was like, okay, that was stupid, but it made me smile. It's like, dude, you just got teabagged by a moose. I'm like, okay, that made me laugh, but because it doesn't come out of nowhere, it was set up. And the comedy works. I think the slapstick comedy, the fact that Cranston is like, yeah, this guy is just crazy. He shouldn't be around my daughter. I understand the parent trying to be overprotective of a young girl because look at that face. That should have been the face of Disney Wars, in my opinion, because she's almost the same age. She's younger, actually. She's 23. But Zoe is just beautiful. The scenes where her and Franco are doing like yoga poses and they're rolling with each other. It's cute. It's not like, oh my God, I don't buy this at all. No, it's really, really well done. The director, John Hamburg, he did a good job directing it. I was surprised the people that worked on this movie. You have Sean Levy, he was a producer. You got Ben Stiller and Jonah Hill. They also produced it. And Ian Helfer wrote the story. And it's a good story. I was invested in the characters, except for some of the scenes that went on too long, like I said. And I didn't need to see man ass. I'm sorry. It's not funny. It wasn't funny in Idiocracy. It's not funny here. You don't need to show a man's ass twerking. If it was a woman, that would be a different story. I don't think it's funny, but, I'm straight, so I want to see female ass, not man ass. Sorry. It's not Christmassy for me. But the film, it looks great. Like the scenes in the snow look really, really colorful and bright, and it doesn't look fake. They don't use shitty CGI in this movie, like with Fembusters, where they have a CG ghost vomiting in freaking Kristen Wiig's face. Not funny. That's an insult to the original movie. Here, this is how you do comedy right. Screw the critics that gave this a rotten on Rotten Tomatoes. This is funnier than Fembusters. This is funnier than Snatched and any Tyler Perry movie or any comedy that came out this year that wasn't called like Girls Trip or Baby Driver or anything. Comedy's not just about saying the F word 15 times a minute. It's about having a good cast, a good director, good writing for the most part, because I bought the story, bringing up the boyfriend, meeting the boyfriend, during the holidays and all that. I get it. It was well done, though. And my friend, I could understand why he enjoyed this movie. It's very funny. Like, there were scenes I was laughing hard. And it's not mean-spirited, which I know some people are like, oh my God, that he says fuck a lot. Oh, that's really bad. I'm like, it is R, so he's basically got Deadpool's mouth. That worked in Deadpool a lot, and here it works a lot. Zoe Dosh, I don't know how to say her last name. It's really hard. Zoe D is absolutely adorable. I would date that girl. She was with Avan Jagia, the guy that plays Beck in Victorious. She's just a beautiful girl. That's what I want. A beautiful American chick with charm and grace and femininity. She may wear jeans in this movie, but she is as female as they come. And I will say this: she is more of a draw than your precious hobo with a stick or Felicity Jones's dead deer in the headlights eyes and bud teeth. No, those are foreign chicks that do nothing for me. I feel nothing down there. Sorry, but she is wonderful. Just that face, her nice chemistry with James Franco. He's like, "Oh, I want to have sex with you," but it's not in a way like he's not raping her. They have a fight, and then it's like, "No, come here. I'll do what I have to do." The scene where he proposes to her, it's well done. It's not forced. It's not like Bella Swan where, you know, Edward didn't even freaking, you know, propose to her. He says, "Marry me, Bella," in the woods where nobody can see him, and she just gasps. Here, it's done at the end, and it's done in a very sweet way. Kiss, the cameo by Kiss, that was really cool. I love Kiss's music. You know, they're legends for a reason. I love that. That's just freaking awesome. And it was the actual guys, Star Child and of course Gene Simmons. Great to see them there. And yeah, it was really well done. This movie surprised the hell out of me. I got the digital copy, so don't ask for it. I put it on my computer. I want to see it again. There's a commentary by the director. And, you know, what a wonderful movie. Like, for the end of December, I should have saw this after I saw Passengers. Because, I'm sorry, Rogue One made me chuckle once. This made me laugh several times. And I would have gotten the Blu-ray if it was on Black Friday. But, yeah, I'm happy with the DVD. It's very funny. I'm glad I own this. It's not just a digital copy. And final words, it's a good movie. It's a good R-rated film with some family moments, some drama that doesn't feel forced, a romance that's really cute that shouldn't have been because Franco's way older than Zoe, but it wasn't like, oh God, he's like 45 and she's 10. No, or she's like 16. No, it wasn't that. And I like the film. It was very, very well done. I could have done with the movie should have been an hour and 35 minutes. It didn't need to be an hour and 45 minutes. There's 10 minutes, like I said, you could have cut out. But other than that, it's a good Christmas movie. I would recommend it. Guys, from the Nerd Pack, if you want to see a nice R-rated comedy that's Christmas related, there you go. Yeah. Why him? Why him? Because Franco can act. And his wasted cameo in Alien Covenant, hey, I'll see this instead. This is him on 11, and he's hilarious, and he's just, he embraces the character. Just no man-ass. I don't need that. But anyway, Why Him is a really fun movie. I was very surprised. I want to see I Love You, Man, thanks to this movie, because it's the same director, and he knows what he's making. He's not making a 2-hour epic. Like freaking, like I like Judd Apatow, but you know, some of his movies are too long. Here, it is a little long, but I got the point. Don't judge a book by its cover. And I got that. Franco is a tattoo-wearing rebel, but he has a heart. So that's why the movie clicked with me. And I enjoy it, and I will never see Fembusters because this is better. This got a lower rating on whatchamacallit, Rotten Tomatoes, but it got a higher rating on IMDb. So go screw yourself, Fembusters. You deserve worse than a 5 point whatever you got, because you're not funny. It's not because we're sexist. It's because it's not funny. This is a girl, and she's really good in the movie. And she doesn't have stupid lines like, oh, that's a queef joke. Ha, ha, ha. No, she's natural. And I love that. Natural beauty on screen. So, yeah, Why Him? I'm glad I got to review this movie. I'm glad I'm back on YouTube. It's been way too long, guys. I promise I won't take a long break like this again. I needed to recharge my batteries. You know, this is a rough year for me. I had a lot of problems this year with my health. I was very fat in the beginning of the year. You know, I had my foot was throbbing, and I had a lot of problems with I had a lot of headaches, and my blood pressure was through the roof. But I'm hanging in there, guys, because next week is New Year's, and we are done with 2017. Bring on 2018. I can't wait. So have a Merry Christmas, guys. Enjoy some food. Open your presents. Read your cards. Watch some Christmas movies like this. And have a great one. I can't wait for New Year's next week. So glad to be back, and see you guys in the next one.